Good evening. So, looking a little rough, but that's okay. I'm getting ready to go to bed, wash my face, and go to bed. I wanted to talk about my very first networking event that I went to. I've never been to one that I can think of. And if I'm lying, I'm sorry. But I've never been to one that I can think of. So, for those who think they know me, because it seems like I'm very extroverted. I've had this conversation a trillion times. A lot of people think that I'm very extroverted, and to some extent, that is very true. I am, but I also have an introverted side to me where I don't like speaking in front of people. Just don't. I have literally been forced to do so because I have this business. But the crazy thing is, I used to. I always be like, rah, 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 just kind of in everybody's face and loud and obnoxious and all of that type of stuff. But I had a situation happen to me in college that I think I still deal with from time to time that keeps me from kind of just going for what I know. And so I got a word today. It was really random. I don't listen to everybody's prophetic messages, even though I love prophecy. Everybody is not always on target, and everybody is not meant to speak into your life. And then you're dealing with witches sometime and all this stuff. So my spirit is sensitive when it comes to different things. And so I ended up hopping on TikTok randomly because it's a person I don't typically listen to. And she basically was talking about when I hopped on there, she was talking about, it's the season for God's people, which it was, everything was in line with what God had been telling me, he's getting ready to do for his people. So I was like, yeah, I popped in right on time. And so I just, engaged with what was everybody else that was saying, yeah, that's a good word. Woo, woo, woo. And I was like, yeah, I'm right on time. This is good. And she said, hold up, all things Regan, because my name looks like Regan. She said, all things Regan, I got a word for you. And I was like, I'm thinking, I don't know you, girl, but I'm going to stick around and see what you're saying, because I know God talks to me. I know how to listen to him. So let's see if what he said is what you about to say. So she's talking, blah, 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 blah. So I'm thinking she forgot about me, right? Well, no, she comes back and she says, all things Regan, where you at? Where you at? So I'm like, I'm here. And she basically said that, she said business. And I was like, yeah. She said, what do you do? I said, I'm an event planner. She said, don't tell me nothing else. She said, don't tell me nothing else. She said, God is basically saying that you like to, well, I'm not going to tell you that part. What I will tell you is that you like to amp people up, like you like to hype them up. You like to speak life into them. You like to exhort them. But when it comes to you, you don't do the same. And so it's okay for you to say that you're special and that I'm dimming my light in business. Oh my gosh. And when she said that, that struck a chord, because I do. I am one of those people that like to file to the back of the room. And she was just like, you can't do that in this season. Like, you cannot dim your light. And as a matter of fact, you're not charging your worth. And I was like, oh gosh, because I have my events and stuff coming up, and I was like haggling over the price. Like, man, what am I supposed to pay? And she was like, you're not charging enough. And, it's okay for you to say that you are an expert in this field, because you feel like you're not, but you are. And I'm telling y'all that it's something that I have been wrestling with. You can call me when we get off the phone if it ain't too late, Nicole, because I'm going to get off of here here in a second. If not, you can come tomorrow. But it was like she was on my doorstep. And I fight with that. Like, I legit fight with that. But I'm going to tell y'all how one thing I love to get the people hyped. You hear me? I love to call the people and tell them what God's finna do for them. I love it. Like, it makes me excited. It does. I love to speak into people's lives. I love to see that they are operating in their gift. You hear me? I love it. And then when I tell them, if they're going to do something and they do it and they start flourishing, that excites me, right? And so she said that you have to stop, you have a big gift. And she said, God wants to flourish you, but you don't feel like you worthy. Like you don't feel like what like you a big deal. She didn't say the word big deal, but like I was qualified to talk about what I talk about. And she said, God said, you absolutely are. And here's the thing, I am, but I don't ever want to get too haughty. I don't want to be the one that's like, I know you know what I'm saying? Because people, first of all, let me just say that people already think I feel like I'm way up here and all of this stuff, which I know that's their own insecurities, right? But I know, and here's the crazy thing. I tell the lady basically, and I've heard this twice from two different prophets actually, that the things that I tell my people are the things I need to tell myself and walk in. And so we should walk in boldness when we express the gift that God wants us to express, right? I love for people to, like, I can't wait to have Dating is Dead, the actual event. The group is cool and everything, but it's not functioning how I need it to function. Like the event is totally different than the actual group. And so I can't wait to get the therapists and the coaches together and the people in the room to, to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to talk about Build a Man, right? And so when I went to and that's what I want, this is actually why I'm doing the live. So when I went to the networking event today, there were two other ladies outside of myself. And, my homegirl was pushing me like, man, you need to really start going to these networking events. And y'all, I shrink to the back of the room. I don't like talking to people I don't know, but guess what? I'm in a city that I have to do it. Like I have to do it or nobody's going to know who I am. I can't hide behind social media here. I can't. Like it doesn't make any sense. And this is a networking city. This city, it's almost like it's scary too. I'm going to be honest. There's a fear there. So this is a very transparent message today or tonight. It's almost a fear. No, it's not almost. It is a fear. I've never seen people, especially of color, who welcome other people of color with open arms when they find out what they do. Like it's almost like if you have a business and they're like, what you do? And if they can't help you, they're going to find somebody to plug you into. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's almost like somebody wants to help you. I don't care who it is. And so I went to this networking event tonight and they were right in line with, my morals and my standards as a Christian minority networking group for Black women. And so like everything was on target. The message was great. Like it was just really good. And so what I know to be true is what God gave me with Build a Man is something very, very special. It is very, very special. And every time that I've talked to somebody about exactly what it is, they get excited. They get excited. I get excited when I talk about it. When I did my event, I was excited. And it was like I was supposed to be nervous, but I wasn't. You know what I mean? Because God gave it to me. And it's like, it's weird because I've been practicing this all my life. Like since I've been in business, when I look at it, it's like I've been practicing this all my life. And so what I need to do is be like, walk into that thing like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in this room. And I'm well equipped to talk to you about this stuff. Like I'm well equipped, and I am. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to walk in that, right? And so I got to tell myself and walk in what I tell my people that I deal with. Right? Because, Nicole, I'll call you in a minute and I'll be trying to hype you up. Listen, I called, who did I call the other day? Tamika. Honey, listen, I like to hype the people up to make them feel like they can do anything because they can. And so if they can, what about me? I can too. And so I really stepped out of my comfort zone today or tonight going to the networking event. And we actually have a coffee meetup next week. And I'm just excited. And the girl asked me to be, one of the ladies asked me to be on her show. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even see this coming. Right? But the more I talk about it, And the more, like, even the speaker that we had, she was like, wow, when we were talking about Build a Man, she was like, wow, what you do is needed. And it is. It is. It is. And I'm excited about it. And I'm excited for what God is getting ready to do for me while I'm here. And so I've just made the decision to do the things that make me uncomfortable, because I have to. If I want to grow, if I want to have the things that God wants me to have, and to be able to help the people, because I know people are watching me. I know there's people who are watching me that glean for me to say, you know what, if Reagan can do it, I can do it. And it's not just me that's doing it, like it's God that's in my life. I'm operating in faith, but I'm doing those things that make me uncomfortable. I don't like meeting new people, but I have to. If I could just stay on social media all day and not have to meet a soul, guess what? That would be me. But I can't do that. And there are women's marriages that are literally waiting waiting for me to show them what to do. They're waiting. I know how to get a man. Listen to me. It's not hard. It's not hard. And it has nothing to do with my looks. Nothing. But it's how I treat them. Because I know how to treat a man. Baby, listen, if my ex-husband were here, he would tell you. Right? And I got a couple other people that can vouch for it. You understand what I'm saying? I know how to treat. I know what they want. I know. And I can help you. Because I'm helping myself. Listen. Right? So listen, it's a season for marriages. It's a season for doing better, being better on purpose and in purpose. And it's not always about a man either, because my whole Build a Man does not even really, like, it has something to do with a man, but it really don't. That's why you got to come and see it, right? You got to come to the event. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys about me getting uncomfortable. And I plan on getting more uncomfortable as the days go longer. God really dropped in my spirit that I really need to start going to networking events and meeting people and shaking hands and kissing babies, all the things I don't want to do. But I'm really excited about it. I signed up for another event in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to go to that too. So that's all I'm going to be doing is networking. And the great thing about not working like a 9-to-5 job is I can actually finally attend like the daytime stuff. So 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the daytime, I can actually go. So I'm headed off. Nicole, if you want to call me, you can. I'm about to hop off here. If you want to wait till tomorrow, that's cool. So anyway, you guys have a blessed night. I just wanted to encourage you today to, or tonight, or whenever you're watching, to get outside of your comfort zone. There are good things that come from that. Like I said, one of the young ladies asked me to be on her show, and super excited about that. So anyway, okay. Well, girl, I'm about to call you. All right, you guys have a blessed night. This is your girl, Reagan Adams, with All Things Reagan. And Reagan says, I think it, I see it, and God is about to do it. Watch him. Good night.